stuff like this, but on really snowy mornings, I like to eat junk food a little bit. Oh, there's 5. Okay, that's a strange number. Is there supposed to be 5? 5, yeah, okay. Well, whatever. 5's a good number. We'll put 2 on each side. Here we go, like that. Okay. So good morning. Welcome to Vlogmas Day 3. We are, my husband's working from home because of the winter storm, but it looks like it's kind of staved off a little bit. Still kind of coming down, but not as ferociously as last night. Oh, looks like the cars are getting cleaned off. My husband is going to town. What's he doing? Oh, wow. He's got the top of my car. I hope he's gonna... Oh, what's he doing? He's on his phone, too? So, that's so I can take him to work tomorrow. I think they are ready. So, my husband has been digging out the cars and stuff for the last hour, so I'm gonna reward him by giving him 2 of these. They look perfect now. Oh, they look so delicious. Yummy. Comes with this non-spectacular vanilla frosting or cream cheese frosting in a bag. So very romantic. Organic vanilla icing, it says. It's junk. Don't let this people fool you, but I still think it tastes fantastic. So we're going to ice our rolls here. Maybe we'll just ice a couple of them. Oh wow, it's coming out super fast. All right, I've got my cinnamon roll, I've got my coffee, and I'm about to watch my first Vlogmas video from Pam's Pretty Plants. My girl is one of my favorite plant tubers on the platform. She's so funny, so real, and a local girl too. So you guys, if you're not subscribed and you like plant content, subscribe. Pam's Pretty Plants. She's awesome. Eventually after this is done, I have to edit yesterday's video, so I'm importing that footage. Look, it's Clover in the snow. There he is. He's ready to get down with the get down. I know, Clover after breakfast, okay? Oh my goodness, he's out there working so hard. I was gonna do some of that later. What a hero. Look at him. Clover, your dad is a hero. You know that? You know that? Okay, so it's 2 o'clock in the afternoon almost, and the day is really getting away from me. I spent all morning editing. I really need to plan better when it comes to Vlogmas editing because I should do it at night before so that I have time to finish work the day after. I'm super behind on a bunch of stuff I have to do, so I'm thinking I'll take Clover for a walk. You're really itchy today. Are you okay? Anyway, while the snow has let up for a little bit, we're gonna see if we can go for a walk. I don't know how great this is gonna be, but we're gonna try. All right, you ready, buddy? All right. Ready? Let's go. Oh, look at this. Are you gonna pee there? You can't pee there. That's right. Wait, be careful. See, it's slippery. Alright, it's pretty manageable out here. It's not that bad. So it looks like they've plowed the road, so I think that we should put some salt down, but I heard we're getting more snow tonight. I was supposed to go into the city tomorrow for an appointment, but there's no way we're getting out of here if it's going to be, apparently it's going to be worse tonight. So good times. It's fairly early in the year for this kind of nor'easter. Usually I've been living here since 1995, and usually this nonsense doesn't start until January, so yeah. All 6:30. I had a migraine because I get migraine with pressure changes, weather pressure changes. Does anyone else have that? It's awful. But I'm feeling a little bit better. My husband found some ibuprofen. We didn't have any ibuprofen because we can't go out and get it because apparently it's snowing again. Let's take a look outside and see what the deal is. It's snowing again.
Yeah, it's bad out there.
Why? This was at least, what do you think, like 2 more inches, 3 more inches? Because this was completely shoveled, this porch.
Yeah.
So we're trapped in here again, which isn't a bad thing. I just have I've got a lot of aches and pains and stuff. I'm gonna see if I can dig around and try to find some more ibuprofen. I know that there's a possibility that I can probably find some more ibuprofen. I only was able to scrounge up 400 milligrams, and 600 milligrams or 800 milligrams would probably do the job. I do feel better in the head though right now. So we're holed up here in this house for another day. I'm hoping that the sun will come out tomorrow. It's just hard to maintain, a real sense of cheerfulness since we're sort of homeless. We're lucky to have a place to stay, but it's just, it's been a little depressing. Yeah, but I'm trying to stay positive, and I think that, I've been watching a lot of YouTube, trying to pass the time. I have been working, but I didn't finish the project I was working on today, and I really wanted to, but I just couldn't focus any longer. But I just have been watching a lot of YouTube. A lot of you guys ask from time to time what I do watch on YouTube. Surprisingly, I don't watch a lot of organizing content. I do watch a lot of home decorating and home tours content because I am quite nosy and I want to see what people have in their house. For a while in fall, I was binge watching those home fall decor tours, but modern farmhouse, which is not the aesthetic that I'm really into, but for some reason I got into a rabbit hole with that, and I was fascinated because I found that the fall decorating was so elaborate. And I loved all the pumpkins that they got from various retailers. This pumpkin is from Marshall's. This pumpkin was from Ross. I got this pumpkin at Sears. This pumpkin came from Kmart. It just was super funny. I just enjoy seeing what's in other people's homes because I love homes. So I mostly watch that stuff, and I watch a lot of garbage on YouTube, a lot of gossip content, I don't know. I fell into a really bad rabbit hole with some gossip on YouTube. It's really bad, but it's the part of your brain, the little trash part of your brain that just needs to have that sort of stuff. It's fine. I also discovered a creator by the name of Kit Boga. He's actually a Twitch streamer, but he puts the Twitch streams edited on YouTube, and it was in my recommended last week or 2 weeks ago, and I have not been able to turn it off. My husband is also hooked on it, and it's because he is a creator who just goes around and trolls those scam callers who try to scam you, the IRS scams and the gift card scams. And I think that I found that so entertaining and hilarious because I enjoy also wasting scammers' time. I've always been sort of a troll like that, but it's okay because they're trying to scam you, so if I waste their time, they're not scamming other people. But that reminds me of something I got a scam email back in July, and I've been doing this forever, since the dawn of the internet, since America Online. When I would get scam emails, I was part of a spam destroying group, a spam message board, the whole thing. I was part of the spam warriors. It was a thing that I was into. But I like messing with scammers. And truly I get it honestly, because when my mother and father, I know, doing it too. So it's definitely an honest thing that I get from my parents. My mother especially loves doing it. She is a lot like me. Our sense of humor are very she loves to say outrageous things in public and make people go because she's just like that. I love her to death. She's fabulous. But in July, I received a scam email. My computer is lit up. And I was tickled because normally, like, if I reply to it, they don't answer. But this time they did, so I thought I would share it with you as part of my Vlogmas fun. It says, the email was addressed, Dear Kay Patterson, here is to inform you of this incident knowing me as Anthony Gomez, a legal attorney, to my late client, Mr. Gary Patterson, who had the same surname as yours. Can you imagine? He died, leaving a valuable amount of money in one of the banks here. Please respond back for more important explicit details. Thanks, Mr. Anthony Gomez, senior attorney. The thing about these emails that I find so funny, well, they're not funny because people do genuinely get scammed, but like, he didn't say where he was from. He didn't, like, it's nothing, this will never happen to you if a relative dies. No one will ever contact you and be like, hey, it's some money. It won't be like this. That's like the IRS never calls you. If the IRS needs to find you and take your money, they will find you and take your money. They won't call you. They'll send you a nice letter. I know, because they sent me a letter saying, oops, we forgot to take some money from you. Give it to us. And they will find you. So, I know you guys know because you're watching YouTube, but, you know, just tell your moms and dads. IRS will not find. Anyway, so I decided to respond. Dear Mr. Gomez, oh no! Gary died? I can't believe Sheila didn't tell me. Things haven't been the same between us since the watermelon incident. How do I get this money? And how can we make sure Sheila doesn't get a dime? Yours truly, Kay. Now, I don't know what the watermelon incident is, but I can imagine that it would be something very messy. After that, I didn't hear anything for like a few days, and I was like, oh man, the jig is up. But no, I got a response after a few days. And it said, you know, thanks for replying, and it says all this hogwash. I can put it on the screen for you. You can read it if you're interested, but it's very boring. I didn't even read it. But I did notice that they said that okay, I got a phone call and I got interrupted, but I responded by, Mr. Gomez, I can assure you Mr. Gary Patterson, Clover, is indeed a relative of mine, and I knew he was gravely ill, but I had no idea he actually passed on. Sheila, his wife, has been keeping all of us from seeing him since the watermelon incident. I won't go into details about this, but I can assure you it got cleaned up completely. It was only a joke. Unfortunately, I cannot come to Malaysia due to the watermelon incident, which ironically took place in Malaysia, where he and Sheila were living. They haven't let me in the country since, despite my many attempts to please the consulate. I want to make sure his wife gets none of the $16,855,000 that I'm inheriting. Can you Venmo me? Yours truly, Kate. And I like to change the name, like every time, to something close to the name, but not exactly the name. And I didn't receive any reply after that, which was very depressing. Anyway, so I'm not going to Malaysia to collect my $16 million, sadly enough. So that's just a little bit about how I like to troll. Derek and I also like to troll on the Derek and Kay Show podcast. If you're not familiar with that, it's a comedy podcast that we do every single weekend that we can. So maybe a closing statement or a takeaway from this is to say that I try to have a sense of humor about almost everything, and if you cannot laugh at yourself, like what is it all worth to you? Like, it's important to have a sense of humor to get through the really tough times. Like right now is a tough time for my husband and I. Clover's having a great time. It's not tough for him. He's living his best life. All right, I think we're gonna have another one of those Amazon boxes. I think we're having steak au poivre tonight. So I hope that was a fun story time. I don't do story times, but maybe in the future I'll have some really fun stories. I don't tell stories about clients because I want to protect their privacy when I enter their homes. It is between them and I don't want to tell tales of things I've seen, even though I've seen outrageous things in people's houses. I want to respect people's privacy when I visit them and help them with their stuff. So unfortunately, there'll be no story times about that. Maybe I'll think of some other stuff to tell stories about. Maybe I have some stories I can pull out. But I mean, I know there's like really dumb stories about like what my friends and I have done in grad school when we were so We were so dumb. We did the dumbest things and we were total idiots, and it was hilarious. Some of the things we did like out of fear and out of like not wanting to like be rude were some of the most epic events of life. So if you're interested in that, I don't know, let me know. Story times with Kay. I guess I gotta go. Have a great morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are. If you're snowed in Massachusetts, Godspeed. And I hope that you guys are having a great one. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Clover, are you gonna be up here the whole night? Are you already done? It's only 7 o'clock. You can't be already this tired. Really?